you can watch the videos of all the other sum, that is from 1 to 20, in my previous videos. So starting with sum number 21 is integration of x cube e to the power x to the power 4 dx. We have to do this sum by the process of substitution, so you have to watch these terms very minutely. Here is x to the power 4, here is x cube. So if we take e to the power x to the power 4 as v, then differentiating both sides gives e to the power x to the power 4 dot 4 x cube is equal to dv. We are differentiating with respect to x, so dv by dx. So e to the power x to the power 4 dot x cube is equal to, obviously we are bringing this dx to the left side, so dx is equal to dv, and 4 is going that side, so dv by 4. So as you can see this term, as you can see this term is very similar to the term given in the question. So on substituting we get integration of dv by 4 here. So dv by 4 gives what? 1 by 4 comes out of the integration, and integration of dv gives v plus c. So on substituting this value of v, here, so what we get? We get as 1 by 4 e to the power x to the power 4 plus c. So this is the answer. Integration of x square cos x cube dx. So here if we take x cube and substitute with a term say v, so we are taking x cube and substituting the term v, differentiating both sides, that is 3x square dx is equal to dv, and obviously x square dx would give dv by 3. So you can see this term we can substitute in the question as this term, this one and this one. So this and this one coming out as x square dx, and we are left with what? Cos x cube, that is cos v. X cube we are taken as v, so we can easily write that in integration. So this is what it results to after we are substituting this. This is what it results to. The final question gets converted to this term. So now we can easily integrate it. So x square dx we can write it as dv by 3. So dv by 3 cos v. So integration of 1 by 3 obviously comes out, and integration of cos v, as if you have watched my previous videos, I have already mentioned it comes under the formulas, the basic formulas of integration. So integration of cos v is sin v by 3 plus c, and obviously you have to substitute the value of b at the end. So in the end you have to substitute it. So sin v, this is the answer. Integration of cos x cos of sin x dx. So if we substitute here sin x as v, then differentiating both sides, the sin x side and v side, it gives left side and right side, it gives sin cos x is equal to dv by dx, and obviously this term, that is cos x dx, should be equal to dv. So cos x and dx would be equal to dv. So we can write cos x dx as dv and sin x as v. So cos v dv. Obviously they are multiplied, these terms are multiplied, so we can write like this. So integration of cos v gives what? Sin v plus c. 24 sum, that is integration of sin root x cos root x by 2 root x, and obviously dx terms we have to solve this. Okay, so if we take cos root x as substitution, suppose we take cos root x as u, so here cos root x is equal to u, so minus sin root x dot 1 by 2 root x gives dv by dx. So what it gives, that sin root x by 2 root x is equal to, and obviously dx term will come here, so is equal to minus dv only. So we get this term and this term out of the question, and we substitute with minus dv only. So integration of only cos root x is left. Cos root x is v as we have taken previously, so cos root x as v dot dv, where it comes v square by 2 plus c. So as you can see, the question becomes very means the process of solving becomes very small and crisp if we apply substitution in our sums or problems. Integration of x to the power 4 plus x square plus 1 dx square. This is a very special type of sum where in normal sums we are given with what? Integration, some term and then dx, but here we are given with d in bracket x square. So we can write like this: x to the power 4 plus x square plus 1. We can directly differentiate it as 2x dx. So 2 comes out of the integration and we are left with x to the power 4 into x, so x to the power 5 plus x square into x, that is x cube plus x only dx. And this is a simple formula of integration. You must be familiar with it because we are doing our 25th sum. So 2 into x to the power 6 by 6 plus x to the power 4 by 4 plus x square by 2 plus c. This is the answer. Sum integration of log x whole cube by x dx. So we can substitute. So here is a shortcut. We can do this sum by standard formulas, but if you substitute it becomes easier to solve, right? So log x gives v, and obviously differentiating both sides as we are doing in the past few sums. So log x gives 1 by x is equal to dv by dx. So as you can see, dx is equal to x dv. Okay, so if you substitute v in place of log x in the question, it becomes to v cube, and we are left with what? Dx by x. So on performing another step here, dx by x gives dv, so we can write this term as dv. So integration of v cube dv, it gives to be it results in v to the power 4 by 4 plus c. This is the answer. Seven. Integration of dx by x tan log x, 10 of log x. So we can substitute log x to be v, and we get 1 by x dx is equal to dv. So we can directly substitute here, like dx by x dot 1 by 10 log x, right? So we can write it as like this: dv dot dv dot 1 by 10 v. So we can write it like that, 1 by 10 v is integration of cot v dv. It gives log sin v plus c. This is the answer. Integration of dx by e to the power x plus 1. So if we multiply numerator and denominator by e to the power x, so multiplying numerator and denominator by e to the power minus x, sorry, not x, e to the power minus x, then obviously e to the power minus x on numerator and e to the power x into e to the power minus x gets cancelled, so it gives us 1 plus 1 into e to the power minus x, so e to the power minus x. Remember, we are multiplying this to the total term, not to a single term, so total term that is present on the denominator. So if we take 1 plus e to the power minus x as v, and then we differentiate both sides, so differentiator of 1, differentiation of constant gives obviously 0, and e to the power minus x gives minus e to the power minus x dv, and obviously dv by dx. So obviously minus e to the power minus x dx gives dv. So e to the power minus x dx gives minus dv, and 1 plus e to the power minus x is v. So on substituting back to the sum, that is minus dv by v, which gives minus log v plus c, and we have to place the values like minus log 1 plus e to the power minus x plus c. This is the answer. Integration of 4 to the power x plus 1 by 4 to the power x minus 1. So if we break the term that is present in the numerator as 4 to the power x plus, no, not plus, let us write 4 to the power x minus 1 plus 2, and the denominator as 4 to the power x minus 1. Ds term is there. Oh, okay, ds term is there in the question. So we need to break it like integration of 4 to the power x minus 1 by 4 to the power x minus 1 dx plus 2 integration of dx by 4 to the power x minus 1. And we will do the same thing as we have done in the previous sum, that is, here it is x, obviously the answer, but here we are multiplying numerator and denominator both by 4 to the power minus x, which results in integration of 4 to the power minus x by 1 minus 4 to the power minus x dx. So now, as you can see, we can easily substitute it like this. I'm doing the substitution over here. I'm doing the substitution here. It's rough. We are taking 1 minus 4 to the power minus x as v. Now we are differentiating the both sides, that which gives 4 to the power minus x log 4 is equal to dv by dx. So now 4 to the power minus x dx, it gives us dv by log 4. So if we substitute the term here, 4 to the power minus dx is dv by log 4, so obviously x will remain here. 2 to the power 4 to the power minus x dx, this whole term is what, dv by log 4, that is dv, and log 4 term is constant, so log 4 comes out, dv by 1 minus 4 to the power minus x, which is nothing but this v, so x plus 2 by log 4 integration of dv by v, obviously, so x plus 2 by log 4 1 by v, integration of 1 by v with respect to the term dv, it gives log v as from the standard formulas of integration, so log v plus c. We need to substitute the value of v from here in order to get the answer. Integration of sin x dx by a plus b cos x whole cube. So if we substitute a plus b cos x as v, and then on differentiating both sides, we are left with minus b sin x dx is equal to dv. So sin x dx is nothing but dv by minus b, so this term results in is equal to integration of sin x dx, we can write it as dv by minus b, and a plus b cos x, this one a term we have considered as v, so dot v cube, so it gives minus 1 by b into v to the power minus 3 plus 1 by this is the corresponding answer. Integration of tan x by log cos x dx. So if we take the term log cos x as v, then on differentiating both sides we are left with like this is a chain differentiation, or differentiation using the chain formula. Log cos x, we need to first differentiate log term with respect to this one, means log, suppose we need to consider cos x as x, so log x, we are left with log x, so 1 by cos x, obviously log x is 1 by x, so 1 by cos x, and we are considering differentiation of cos x again, so it gives what, minus sin x, and is equal to dv by dx, obviously dx comes here. So if you are having any problem in understanding these steps, please go through the basic properties of differentiation, you will easily get it there, like you can get, like you can study the formulas of chain differentiation and you can easily understand these terms. So we are left with what, minus tan x dx is equal to dv. So minus tan x dx, this term is very similar to the numerator, this term, so we are left with what, integration of dv minus tan x, so obviously minus dv, and minus term would be there, minus factor is working, so log cos x we are taking as v, so what, minus log v, this is the answer. Integration of sin 2x by sin 5x sin 3x dx. So if we write like this, sin 2x is what, sin 5x minus 3x, and sine 5x and sine 3x on numerator. If you rearrange and write like this, so as you know, sine a minus b formula, which the sine a minus b formula, which gives that sine 5x cos 3x minus cos 5x sine 3x. This is the formula of trigonometric identities. Sine a minus b formula and sine 3x. So if you carefully observe, so we are breaking the terms like this. Watch carefully. Sine 5x cos 3x by sine 5x sine 3x sine 5x, which cancel, cos 5x sine 3x by sine 5x sine 3x. Obviously dx term would be there. So on can this sine x 3x sine 3x terms get cancelled, and we are left with what? Integration of cot 3x dx minus integration of cot 5x d. So this comes under the standard formulas of integration. So as you can see from here, that is log sine 3x by 3 minus log sine 5x plus this is the answer. Integration of dx by sine x minus alpha into sine x minus beta. So as you can see, this where it is provided, it will be provided in the question that alpha beta are the constant terms. So as you know, so what is the principle that is followed in solving this sum? I'm already telling this or noting. Please note down this one, that sine x is not a constant. It's never a constant, because x is varying, then the value of sine will obviously vary. So sine x is always a variable, varying term. Whereas sine alpha, I have already mentioned that alpha and beta are the constants. So alpha is a constant term, so sine of alpha or sine of constant will be a constant. Okay. So what we already know, that integration of variable is possible, is feasible. Integration of constant is not possible, because the constant terms comes out, and suppose this constant term is alone is not there, obviously a dx term will be there, or dv, whatever, what variable you take in the question. So dx integration of constant is not possible, constant comes out, and integration of dx is gives what? It gives x. So obviously you can see integration of variable is possible, but integration of a constant is not possible. So this is the basic principle of this question. So now coming to the part of how to solve it, or the part of the solution, it gives us integration of sine x minus alpha minus x plus beta. It gives what? Integration of sine of beta minus alpha. Sorry, not integration, sine of beta minus alpha. If we cancel the x terms, it comes sine beta minus alpha. So we are multiplying the numerator with what? This is actually sine beta minus alpha, because the x terms leading to the cancellation of the x terms in the numerator. So the plus and minus sign leading to cancellation of x terms in the numerator. So if you observe carefully, then sine x minus alpha is obviously there in the numerator. This denominator, it is given in the denominator. See, in the question only it is given. So we are multiplying the numerator with sine beta minus alpha. Obviously we need to multiply the denominator with sine beta minus alpha. Okay. So we can rearrange the numerator term like this: sine x minus alpha minus x minus beta. Obviously this is under the total sine term. Okay, by sine x minus alpha sine x minus beta and sine beta minus alpha. So obviously on breaking this in accordance with the formula of sine a minus b, what it gives? Sine x minus alpha cos x minus beta minus cos x minus alpha sine x minus beta dx term. And in the denominator we are left with what? We are left with sine beta minus alpha sine x minus alpha and sine x minus beta. So I am solving this upper part. Solving this in the upper part. It gives what? So if we break the term, obviously integration term is there, sorry, and if we break the term like this, that is sine x minus alpha cos x minus beta by this term in the denominator. We can write this individually to each terms. So sine beta minus alpha sine x minus alpha and sine x minus beta. So as you can see, obviously these terms are in multiplication format. So as you can see, sine x minus alpha terms get cancelled. So we are left with what? Integration of cos x minus beta by sine x minus beta, which gives nothing but cot x minus beta. And obviously this sine beta minus alpha would be there in the denominator. Similarly, integration of, obviously this term we are considering integration, it is as a total, right? Total integration. So we can break it like integration minus then again integration. See, it is like this, that integration of, suppose a plus b term is there, right? So we can easily write as integration of a plus integration of b. You must have understood this concept because we have done several sums like this before. So if you have not watched my previous videos, so please go and watch it, integration lecture 1 and integration lecture 2. So what it gives, cos, let me just rub these terms. So cos x minus alpha sine x minus beta, and obviously what terms are left with sine beta minus alpha, sine x minus alpha, sine x minus beta. So these terms obviously are in multiplication format, so we can cancel sine x minus beta, sine x minus beta from here, and cos x minus alpha by sine x minus alpha, it results in what? Cos by sine gives cot x minus alpha, and we are left with sine beta minus alpha. Now here comes the most trickiest part of the question on identifying which one is constant and which one is not. So as I have already mentioned, these value beta and alpha are constant. Beta and alpha are constant. So this total term is constant. This total term is constant. So if we can take this out of the integration, right? This. So obviously we are writing 1 by sine beta minus alpha cot x minus beta dx minus 1 by sine beta minus alpha integration of cot x minus alpha dx now. So obviously we are left with what? 1 by sine beta minus alpha. Cot, formula of cot is standard integration formula, log sine, and what is left? X minus beta minus 1 by sine log sine is there, sine x minus alpha plus c. This is the answer. It's based on a trigonometric formula of what? I'm already writing the formula here. Tan, this you must be knowing if you have solved the chapter of trigonometric identities of submultiple angles and multiple angles formulas, then you must know this formula. That's tan a plus b gives tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. Basic formula. So now coming to the question, which is integration of tan 2x tan 3x tan 5x dx. We know what? That tan 5x is tan 2x plus 3. So you can write like this. So you can also write like this, that tan 2x plus tan 3x by 1 minus tan 2x tan 3x. So what? If we, so obviously tan 5x will be there. So if we cross multiply this now, it results in tan 5x minus tan 5x tan 2x tan 3x. It would give tan 2x plus tan 3x. So tan obviously if we transfer these terms, right, like if we transfer these terms to the right side, it gives us tan 5x minus tan 2x minus tan 3x is equal to tan 5x tan 2x tan 3x. So we can easily this is quite similar to the term given in the our question. So we can easily substitute this term to the question, like we can write can write what? Integration of tan 5x minus tan 2x minus tan 3x whole dx. So we can write integration of tan 5x dx minus integration of tan 2x dx minus integration of tan 3x dx. So it results in log sec 5x by 5 minus log sec 2x by 2 minus log sec 3x by 3. This is the answer. 4. Integration of sin x dx by sin x minus a. So if we take x minus a as v, substitution formula, take this, and we are left with what? 1, and a is constant, so obviously 0. On differentiating both sides, it gives as dv. So 1 is equal to dv by dx. So integration sine, so x, we have to need to substitute x in terms of v. So x is nothing but v plus a, sin x minus a is sin v, and dx is equal to dv. So we can directly write dv as it is dx. Dx I have written already. Sorry, dx I have written. So obviously we can write dv in place of dx. So integration of sin v plus a gives what? Sin v cos a plus cos v sin a by sin v dv. So it gives what? Integration of sin v terms get cancelled, cos a by integration of, if you take this term with this term, so sin v by cos v, it gives nothing but sin a into cot v dv. So integration of cos a will come out obviously in terms of dv. So cos a into v plus integration of sin a, I think sin a is constant, so sin a will come out. Integration of cot v gives log sin v plus c. This is the answer. Integration of sin 2x by 3 plus cos square 2x. Sorry, not cos square 2x. We can write like this. Cos square x dx. So if we take 3 plus cos square x term as v, so minus 2 cos x sin x is equal to dv by dx. So you know that 2 sin x cos x gives sin 2x, so it is sin 2x dx, and obviously minus term will get transferred to minus dv. So you are left with what? Minus integration of dx, sin 2x dx, this term gives dv, and 3 plus cos square x, 3 plus cos square x is v. So this term also log v plus c. Now sin 2x dx by a plus b sin x whole cube. So if I take as this one a plus b sin x as v, then obviously b cos x dx would be equal to dv, differentiating both sides, and so cos x dx would be dv by v. So integration of sine to x can be written as 2 sin x cos x, and obviously a plus b term is there, so a plus b sin x whole cube dx. So we can write 2 comes out, the sin x we can write v minus a by b. So sin x is v minus a by b. See, from here we can write like this: a plus b sin x is equal to v, so b sin x would be v minus a, and sin x alone would be v minus a by b. So v minus a by b dot cos x dx. This term gives dv by b by a plus b sin x. A plus b sin x terms gives v cube. So obviously these b terms 2 by b square gives 2, b term is constant, so b square comes out. We are left with v minus a by v cube dv. So I'm doing it here. It gives 2 by v square, integration of, I'm taking the term v minus v cube minus a by v cube. 2 by v square, 1 by v square, it is a by v cube dv, sorry not dx, dv over here. 2 by v square and eventually minus 1 by v av minus 3 plus 1 by a term minus 3 plus 1 plus 3. This is the answer. That is integration of dx by x plus x log x. So this is a sum of substitution. This we can implement substitution to solve this sum. Like we can take log x is equal to v, right? And then if we differentiate both the sides, log x and v, both the sides, right side, left side, we get log x as 1 by x dx is equal to dv. So dx by x is equal to dv. Okay, so from this sum, if we take x common from the denominator, 1 plus, we are left with 1 plus log x. So dx by x, this term, let me mark it, this term we can write as dv. So integration of dv by 1 plus log x means 1 plus v. So 1 plus v, you can directly implement the formula of 1 plus v as logarithmic formula, but if we do like this, since here is 1 plus term is added to v, we can rationalize it, right? So integration of dv by if you rationalize it, 1 minus v square, and above it will give 1 minus v. Okay, so you need to break the term accordingly. So you need to break the term, this term, as like integration of dv 1 by 1 minus v square minus v by 1 minus v square, and continue with the sum. Please do this sum. I am giving this sum as an assignment. Please tell me the answer in the comment section. Okay, so continue this sum. It is a very easy sum. You can obviously do it if you have seen my previous videos. So please do this sum and tell me the answers in the comment section. Right. So moving on to the next sum. Sum number 38. Integration of e to the power x 1 plus x by cot x e to the power x dx. So if we substitute x e to the power x as v, then obviously this is a chain rule of differentiation. X and e to the power x are multiplied together, so applying the chain rule of the differentiation, we are getting it as x to the power e to the power x, x into e to the power x plus e to the power x dx, obviously as a common term, is equal to dv, right? So if you take e to the power x as common, so 1 plus x of dx, it gives dv. So as you can see, we have obtained the numerator equal to dv, means this whole numerator, dx is in numerator obviously, so this whole numerator we obtained as dv. So let me just write it, dv by, we are left with cot v, right? So 1 by cot v, sin v by d, cos v, it gives tan v, and dv obviously. So you know the formula of tan v, right? So it is log, directly writing it, log sec v plus c. We have to substitute the value of v here. The value of v is this one. Okay. So this is all about the sum. Integration of x root x square plus 4 by 2 dx. So obviously the denominator is a constant term, it comes out of the integration, and we are left with x root x to the x square plus 4. So x square plus 4, we are taking x square plus 4 as v, and so we are left with 2x dx is equal to dv. So we are left with x dx, we can write x, obviously dx term is there, so x dx as dv by 2, and we can write it like this, integration of x square plus 4 we can write as root v, and dx, x dx, this total term, this term you can write it as dv by 2. So obviously this v, root v means v to the power 1 by 2, and obviously these two terms comes out and gets multiplied with this term and dv. So what we get, 1 by 4 v to the, this term, this is a basic formula of integration, the 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. So nothing but obviously this is plus c. Okay. So this is the term that it comes to. This is a basic formula. If you can't remember it, I am writing it. V to the power half was there, so v to the power half plus 1 by this total thing, this total half plus 1 is v to the power 3 by 2 by v2. Anything to the power gets added by 1, get added to 1 if it is in the case of integration. Okay. By 3x square minus 4x plus 7 term that we need to substitute as v. You can pause the video and think. So I think you have already thought, and many of you are obviously correct because you are doing so much sums on this substitution. So obviously this time we are considering at v. So on differentiating both sides, we are left with 3 2x minus 4 dx. Obviously this total term dx is equal to dv. So here we are left with, if we take 2 common, then we are left with 3x minus 2 dx is equal to dv by 2. So this term we are getting as dv by 2, so half comes out, and we are left with dv by this total term v. So half v, obviously v is there, so log v. So this is the answer.